West Hollywood leads the way to end violence. WehoTV News is next. Welcome to WehoTV News. I'm Larry Carroll. Legendary actress Jane Fonda and Hollywood heartthrob Dylan McDermott helped kick off the 16th anniversary of VDay, a global activist movement to end violence against women and girls.
What does justice look like? What will it look like to bring to justice those that perpetrate the violence? And what will justice look like when there is no more violence against women and girls? The power of visualization is really important. If you can't visualize what your goal is, you'll never achieve your goal. So I want each of us today, as we are dancing, as we are talking about ending violence, I want you to think about what that picture looks like for you and what it looks like for women and girls all over the world. This touches every corner of our life, that at least 1 billion women in the world have been victims of violence, of sexual violence. 300,000 women are raped and attacked on college campuses. 1 out of 3 women in the military is raped. Over 12 million American women are rape survivors, 639,500 every year. Today's Valentine's Day, right? And just like we did last year, 1 billion women and men who love them are rising.
Anything is possible. You know, I have 2 daughters, and I want them to live in a world where there is no violence. You know, I think it's important for men to rise up and to stop the violence against women.
And everywhere our faces shining, in the streets 1 billion rising.
Held at the Sal Gariello Veterans Memorial, VDay included a series of events, including the official Southern California kickoff of 1 Billion Rising, a single-day global action consisting primarily of dance strikes. For more information about 1 Billion Rising or VDay, you can visit weho.org, 1billionrising.org, or vday.org. At a recent city council meeting, the city of West Hollywood presented a proclamation to Charlie Marcus DiLiberto in recognition of outstanding citizenship at the West Hollywood Elementary School.
In recognition of your excellence in citizenship, Charlie, at the West Hollywood Elementary School, and as an outstanding and notable West Hollywood resident and 3rd grade scholar, the City of West Hollywood extends our sincere congratulations on the occasion of your being honored as the West Hollywood Elementary School Student of the Month for January 2014. The West Hollywood City Council thanks you for your remarkable contribution, including leading us this evening in the Pledge of Allegiance. It is, in fact, citizens like you who make West Hollywood a wonderful place. So thank you very much, Charlie Marcus DiLiberto.
Thank you very much. My name is Charlie. I'm in 3rd grade at West Hollywood Elementary School. Thank you for this award. It means a lot to me.
The latest project of the West Hollywood Community Housing Corporation is complete and new residents are moving in. The Courtyard at Brea is a 32-unit sustainably designed apartment community located at West Hollywood's Eastern Gateway. Courtyard will serve people with low or very low incomes, including households with special needs and youth who are formerly homeless or who were previously in foster care. In addition, supportive services will be provided to youth residents by the LA Gay and Lesbian Center's Youth Services Program. The building includes photovoltaic solar panels, solar hot water heating, Energy Star appliances, and other eco-friendly features. You're invited to the Courtyard at Brea's grand opening on Saturday, March the 1st, starting at 10 a.m. The event is free and open to the public. For more information, you can visit weho.org or contact Barbara Hamaker from the West Hollywood Community Housing Corporation. Barbara can be reached at 323-874-0018. Running around in your underwear to raise money may seem like a only in West Hollywood story, but actually it is a national event. Summer Williams explains.
We're here at West Hollywood Park in front of the Abbey for the LA Cupids Underwear Run, a Valentine's weekend tradition that raises millions of dollars for the Children's Tumor Foundation.
I have a friend that has NF, so he brought a bunch of us together to run. It's a fun way to fundraise. and then he came out to support me, and we got a whole group of us. So.
It's crazy. There's so much energy, so much just, fun. Everybody's pumped to go and do our run.
I've never done this before, so when I saw it, I was like, I'm going to give it a try and see what it's about. So I'm excited.
A photo ID and a great pair of undies is all you need for this charity event.
And we're raising money for the Children's Tumor Foundation. Hopefully spreading awareness. Not a lot of people know about neurofibromatosis, which is interesting because it affects 1 in 3,000 births.
30 cities in the U.S. and Australia are teaming up this year in hopes of raising $3 million for the foundation. The proceeds will go towards research, treatment, and supporting those affected by NF. It's official, the numbers are in. The city of West Hollywood raised over $55,000 by running in their underwear around West Hollywood Park. Join us next year for the LA Cupid Undie Run. I'm Summer Williams for WehoTV.
Thanks, Summer, for that brief report, so to speak. For more information about Cupids Undie Run, you can visit weho.org or cupidsundierun.com. Imagine that for a URL. Weho Cares is popping up in your community, and we'll tell you all about that when WehoTV News returns after this short break. Don't go away.
InfoMap is an online interactive map that allows residents to find information about construction and permitting projects that are planned or underway across the city. The InfoMap allows users to click on a project, read what is being proposed, find the status of the project, and even send an email with the comments directly to the project planner. Details also include whether a project is under review, approved, or permitted and under construction, and the maps are updated monthly. To visit InfoMap, visit weho.org/infomap.
This is a big problem, single-use plastic bags. To put it simply, they're awful. They litter our streets, beaches, and waterways. But the city of West Hollywood is part of the solution. Stores in West Hollywood will no longer give out single-use plastic bags. So bring your own reusable bag. It's the right thing to do. Our ban is based on bans already in effect around LA County. You can still get paper bags at some stores for 10 cents. If you're an average American, you used about 500 plastic bags last year. From now on, let's just use one. You can find out everything you want to know about using plastic bags in West Hollywood by visiting weho.org/plasticbagban or call City Hall at 323-848-6400.
Welcome back to WehoTV News. I'm Larry Carroll. The City of West Hollywood's Public Safety Department has teamed up with the West Hollywood Sheriff's Department's Community-Oriented Policing and Problem Solving, or COPPS, COPS. That's the COPS team, to host a series of public safety meetings and reaching out to seniors. Members of the COPS team visit local senior facilities to share information about public safety, emergency preparedness, identity theft, and more.
People don't just call you on the phone like the IRS and ask you for credit card information and money. It doesn't happen. Do not give out your personal information to anybody. If someone calls on the phone and wants PIN numbers, credit card numbers, anything that identifies you, social security number, don't give it. Unless you make the phone call and you initiate of a well-trusted number of who you're calling, then you can give out your information like your bank, the DMV, and places like that.
These meetings provided a great opportunity for our seniors to meet local sheriff's deputies and get answers to questions about safety concerns. For more information or to RSVP, contact Tatiana Rodznik of the City of West Hollywood's Public Safety Department. Tatiana can be reached at 323-848-6826. City of West Hollywood, through its Arts and Cultural Affairs Commission, along with the Lark Gallery Online, is pleased to present Find Your Roots, a culturally diverse and multi-generational art exhibition. Find Your Roots, curated by Peter Frank, is an introspective look at family and cultural roots, and it inspires philosophical and historical discussion rooted in personal experience. The exhibition is representative of the many diverse backgrounds of West Hollywood's own residents, and it highlights artists from many faiths and ethnic backgrounds.
So what we wanted to do, we wanted artists to meditate where they're from. what is their culture, how it's influenced what they create. Not only artists, but we actually ask musicians too. Bring her own flavor, her own colors, her faith, her everything, you know. It's a long story. Each artist has a long story.
In addition to the exhibition, Lark Gallery Online will offer workshops that focus on music, poetry, history, and intergenerational and cultural art documentation. The exhibition will be on display until April 27th in the Pop-Up Gallery at 7362 Santa Monica Boulevard. For more information, you can visit weho.org/arts or larkgalleryonline.com. The City of West Hollywood's Social Services Division is hosting a series of Weho Cares community pop-ups throughout the year. The pop-ups are at highly trafficked locations. Social Services, along with other organizations, will hold these pop-ups all around West Hollywood to help educate the community about city services, including social services programs, transit options, volunteer opportunities, and more. Folks from the LA Gay and Lesbian Center's Youth Center will also be on hand to share information at many of those pop-ups. So for additional information about Weho Cares community pop-ups, you can visit weho.org/WehoCares or contact West Hollywood Social Services at 323-848-6510. The City of West Hollywood, through its Arts and Cultural Affairs Commission, is proud to present 1,000 Threads of Knowledge, an exhibition by Italian artist Dado Shapira. The exhibit, on display at the West Hollywood Library until May 1st, was developed as a site-specific project for the City of West Hollywood. Artist Dado Shapira chose books and threads of silk and cotton as his artistic media to express a concept of a globalized culture connected by thin lines among nations. Shapira's artwork represents the spirit and the function of the library to spread culture and knowledge among people and nations without differences of race, sex, religion, and faith. For more information about 1,000 Threads of Knowledge or other exhibits in West Hollywood, you, of course, can visit weho.org/arts or contact West Hollywood Cultural Affairs Administrator Andrew Campbell. Andrew can be reached at 323-848-6883. Well, that's it for this edition of WehoTV News. For more information about the stories you've seen here, you can always go to our award-winning website, weho.org. And for the latest about what's happening on WehoTV, you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. I'm Larry Carroll. Thanks for watching.
Streets 1 billion rising.